It is 9:08, 8 minutes. All righty, let's do this. Corey. I forgot my shirt. Hold on a second. Jim, how you doing? All black and rolling. Let's do this. Boston, what's happening? Let's go this way for a second. Okay, who do we got tonight? Chris, Miles, Dylan, Jim, Big Kahuna, Major Laser, Patrick, Boston Ron, dude, haven't seen you in a while. TikTok Paparazzi, what's happening? What did I do? The gut guy, I don't know. Secretariat, what's happening? Elijah, JC Rocks, Boston Ron, cool beans. Joey Bags, Rude Dude, what's happening? Gerald, Alpine, Shefisher. Okay, Shefisher, Julian. All right, how you guys doing this evening? Black Eyed Joe, back again. Cool beans. Let's stop this. We don't need that. Let's get rid of that. Let's go to here. Here we go. Woohoo! All righty. Hope, Black Eyed Joe, Gigi, Peter, Pete. All right, let's get started. First off, my name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk. I am going to show you how I invest in dividend stocks. Black Eyed Joe, what's up? How I invest in dividend stocks. Very simple, safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Storage full, not now. Cool beans. I don't know why the storage is full. Don't know what we're doing there, but let's do this. Alrighty, so as I said, follow me. How are you doing? I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. What am I doing there? No. All right, forget that. Trading strategy I'm about to show you is called the Dividend Capture 2.0. Trading strategy I created for my 9-year-old daughter, Beck Drozik. How you doing? I created for my daughter when she was 9, 15 years ago. She jumped off my lap and said, Daddy, can you teach me what you're doing? I said, sure. Black Eyed Joe wants to look at HRML. HRL. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Now she said, Daddy, can you teach me what you're doing? I said, great. So I could spend time with my little girl, teach her how to do some trading. But here's the challenge. How do you teach a 9-year-old to trade stocks? Well, it took me a while to figure it out. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. That's the criteria I need to come up with. So I get 5 rules. Simple. Number 1, never buy something you don't understand. If you don't want to buy it and hold it for the rest of your life, don't buy it. Simple. If you don't understand it, if you don't know what the company does, if you're not okay with it, the ups and downs, that's all stocks do, up, down, up, down. Okay? Elvis is in the house. Woohoo! Chill. How are you? If you're not okay with the company and what it can do, because that's all stocks do, up and down. If you're not okay with it, don't buy it. Simple. Never buy something you don't want to hold on to. Make sure you understand stock. Rule number 2. Simple. Never sell at a loss. Do whatever you can do without having to lose money. Number 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're going to put your money to work, I put my money, I'm entrusting it to someone who's going to make it better, make it increase. So I want to look at companies that are consistently profitable. 2 decades, 20 years of consistent profits. That's me. Now there's 9,763 companies. We checked the other day. I check every couple of days because the ads take it away. 9,763 companies. Out of all of those companies, only about 300 are consistently profitable, more than 20 consecutive years, have weekly options, and fit the criteria in which I'm looking for. That's simple. They share their profits through dividends, 20 years consistently increasing. Okay, KG, how you doing? And weekly options. That is just so simple. Profitable and weekly options. Now, there are a lot of companies out there that are profitable, But when you want 20 years of consistent profits, it brings the list down quite a bit. Okay, out of 9,763 companies, only about 300 make it. So that's 9,300 companies that don't make it. But that's okay. My rules, let's go. Rule number 4, make sure the company has weekly options. Why? Well, because I want to get a weekly paycheck. Plain and simple. When I got out of high school, well, actually before, I was actually in high school when I had my first job in 1973. I'm due to retire. Thank you. Done. Over with. Great. So, 60s, 70s, and 80s, we went to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning, 8:30, somewhere in that area. And 5 o'clock on Friday, we checked out and we wanted to get paid. So that's what I want to do now in my retirement. My retirement, you really can't call it retirement because I was at the Home Depot the other day talking to another guy. He said, I've been retired for 15 years. I said, really? I've only been retired for 1 year. He said, why are you liking it? He says, you're going to figure out really quick, you're not really retired. You're just working and not getting paid for it. All righty. Okay, that's true. Because I am working and I'm not getting paid for it. Yeah, I'm doing work at my kids' houses and I'm doing my work at my mother's house, those kind of things. And I have a few odd jobs around the house to take care of. I'm still working, just not getting paid for it. They call it retirement. Is what it is. Okay, so rule number 5. Make sure the numbers work. Amy, how you doing? Mike, Doug, woohoo! Okay, now, what's your advice for someone who's 12 years from retirement with 250K? Okay, Teledon, you really want to have a conversation seriously? Send me your number right here in the bio. Go in the bio. Send me your number. I'll give you a call. Seriously. I tell people that all the time. And I get maybe 1 or 2 phone numbers. That's about it. It's on average between 8,000 and 26,000 people come through here, checking out, see what it is. But only like 1 or 2 will give me the phone number so we can have an actual conversation. Rich, you're a little bit late, Rich. Jill beat you to it. Anyway, no taxes on Roth IRAs. I love that idea. Andrea, we'll take a look at Intel. INTC. Andrea, did I let you know that I will be in Vegas on the 20th and the 21st, Friday and Saturday? Then we're leaving back first thing Sunday morning. Mark, how are you? You're the best, thank you. Jill, yes, I win. Woohoo! Anyway, okay, so that being said, that's the 5 criteria. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose. Yeah. And then the 5 rules. Never buy something you don't understand. Never settle at a loss. Make sure the company's profitable. Weekly options. And make sure the numbers work. The numbers, simple. What am I buying it for? What's the covered call I'm selling? Is it more than 1%? Great. What is the charts telling me? That's it. It's really not that difficult. Okay? Adults have a tendency. You're just another salesman. 1 lane, 50-50. Thank you. I was busy making money for her Porsche. Yeah, probably. Okay. Anyway. Let's get down to it. Let's start looking at some stocks and see if we can find something that's interesting. All right. Hormel's first on the list, HRL. I like it when 1 lane 50-50. I'm just another salesman. Funny thing is, you say that. I'm not selling anything. It's weird that you should say that. If I was selling something, I could understand. But I don't. Do you use Thinkorswim? Mark, yes, I do. What app do you like for your brokerage? Okay, Jane, I like 2 different ones. I have most of my big accounts on Thinkorswim, which is with Charles Schwab. The other one, I like Robinhood. It's simple, it's easy right there on my phone. Now, I use 2 different strategies with the Robinhood as opposed to Thinkorswim. Okay. All right. Here Escapes. What is your thoughts about scalping? I like the idea. That's actually what I do, but I do it in a different strategy, and it's not quite the same. Okay? Okay, 1 lane 50-50. You're welcome. Don't know what you're thanking me for, but okay. Okay. Hormel. So somebody wants to take a look at Hormel. There you go. You're welcome too. Hormel, HRL. It would help if I was on task. HRL. Here we go. Okay, first thing I always like to look for. The high of the year, the low of the year. Where was it? Where is it? Okay. A year ago, we're at 32, dropped down to 28, shoot on up to 37 back in May. Big, huge drop, kind of going sideways. We dipped at 29, back at 33. Okay, that looks interesting. 33.40 is the current price. The closest strike price is going to be 33.50. Look at that number. 10 cents to 25 cents. We can all say it. 1, 2, 3. Hell no. The numbers just don't work. Why would I invest in this? Okay? If I'm only going to walk away with a third of a percent. No thanks. KG wants to look at Comcast. CMCSA. All right. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. Okay, it's third on the list. We should get to it relatively quickly. So now Hormel, even though they are a dividend king and they've been in business for over 100 years, and they're the numbers just don't work. Jane, you want to look at SoundHound? Okay, SoundHound and Tesla. Mm-hmm. And TSLA. All right, I'll take a look at them. Give you my opinion. Anyway, so no to Hormel. Okay, the numbers just don't work. Next on the list, Intel. I like Intel. I actually have some. INTC. Oops, I did it again. INTC. I was drawing a blank there for a second. All right. Caterpillar. Alex, I want to take a look at Caterpillar, CAT. All right. Bitto. Really? Bitto? What, are you shitting me? All right. Intel. High of the year was a year ago at 51. Drops, go sideways, drops, go sideways, drops, go sideways. Now we're sitting at 20.85. The 21s, 39 cents. That's what we're looking for. The chart doesn't look that bad. I want to see what's happening right here the last couple of weeks. But other than that, the numbers look good. So let's see. Oh, KG, you DCA'd on Intel? Cool. All right. Let's see what the last couple of weeks look like. The high of the year, 51.65. Bottomed out 1844? Yeah, right around 1844, and that was in the middle of September. Look at this. Up, down, sideways, up, down. Not really quite ready to jump into it now. Mark, you want to take a look at Dow? D-O-W. D-O-W. Turn your camera to the left a little. Oops, the other left, right? There we go. How's that? Okay. Told you about Palantir months ago. I hope you listened. Pensargas. What are dividend kings? Ooh, Jack, dividend kings. How about ASML swing? Hold on. Guys are going too fast with these questions. Now, I do get to all the questions. Really, I do. So please only ask the questions once. ASML. No idea who that is. ASML. Okay, Jack, what are dividend kings? Dividend kings are a group of companies, 54 to be exact, that have consistently increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. That's 50 years or more of increasing dividends year after year after year after year. Okay, no up, down, none of that bullshit. Just up, consistent, straight. I love the dividend kings. 5 decades of consistent increase in dividends. Neil, wonderful. All right, don't. How does it look? I have no idea what that means. APEK. What the heck is APEK? Never heard of it. APEK. All right. Dow. Okay, Mark, you already wrote down Dow. Simone, how are you today? Walgreens, huh? WBA. All right, hold on. PLTR. Why does somebody always ask about PLTR? PLTR. I can tell you no now, but you want me to take a look? I'll take a look at it. What are your favorite dividend stocks in the commodity sector? Okay, Ben, you're under the impression that I actually isolate my companies by their sector. No. I isolate all my companies by, hold on, here comes, drum roll, please, the calendar. Antonio, how you doing? Okay. Ben, by the calendar. What do I mean by that? Well, look at Friday the 6th. Okay, December 2024, Friday the 6th. It was just this the other day. Bank of America, General Motors, Kimberly-Clark, Pepsi, Waste Management. 5 different sectors are represented on Friday. They all pay their dividend the exact same day, on the 6th of December. That's how I isolate my stocks that I like. Number 1, are they consistently profitable? Number 2, do they have weekly options? Great. When do they pay their dividends? Why? Because just before the dividend is paid, the stock has a tendency to go up. And if the stock has a tendency to go up just before the dividend, great. Now I know something about the stock. It normally goes up before the dividend. Great. Well, let's take a look at the chart. What is the chart telling me? Let's go back. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, the chart is telling me on Intel, well, here's the 30-day high. That's the 90-day. Here's the 90-day high. Here's the 90-day bottom. What do stocks usually do? Well, that's what they only do. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. That's all they do. So what is the chart telling me for this coming week for Intel? Well, let's zoom in and take a look at the last 30 days. Because the tighter you make that window you're looking at, the better you can give it idea of where it's going to go. Because all stocks do. They go down, they go up, they go down, they go up. So where is it now? Okay, here's your 30-day high way over here. Okay, that's what, 26? And here's your 30-day bottom right here, 20. I like 2 days of the upside bouncing off of a bottom. Well, here's the bottom right there. I want 2 days. And then I want to make sure it's giving me my 1%. Because I want to jump in, grab 1%, get the hell out, all within 5 days. Now, what strategy can do that? A covered call on a weekly option. Monday through Friday. I want to be in on a Monday, I want to be out on Friday, and I want to make 1%. That's it. Stocks go down, stocks go up. Well, when do they go down? Well, they go down when people start taking profits. And when do they go up? Well, they go up as soon as enough people say, wait a second, that's Intel at $20. Hell yeah, I'm going to buy some of that. And there's a lot of us out there that think that way. Profit taking starts right here, $25.50. It gets down to 20. Well, $5 drop on a $25 stock is 20%. The numbers don't lie. From here a week ago, $25.50 to what it was the other day, $20.50, that's a $5 drop. That's a 20% drop on Intel. This is not Bob's Barbecues or Sally's Shoes. This is Intel. Almost everybody's heard of Intel. Okay, and if you haven't heard of Intel, well, then you shouldn't be investing in the first place. Ooh, excuse me. Anyway, as I was saying, actually, what I was saying is I don't isolate my stocks by sectors. I isolate them by when do they pay their dividend. Because knowing when a stock moves, in which direction it's going to move, well, that's ideal. That's a little bit more information than the person next to me. Okay? They have an old saying. You have a problem in the woods. You're out camping in the woods and you hear a bear. What do you got to do? Well, you just got to outrun your friend. You don't have to run faster than the bear. You just got to run faster than the person next to you. It's sad but true. Okay. So, Ben, I hope that answers the question for you. Mark, you're welcome. Ooh, somebody wants to take a look at Altria. Uh-oh, here we go. M-O, Altria. All right, I'm going to come up with a new rule. Okay, Pensargus, this is specifically directed to you. Okay, this is the second time you asked me about Palantir. I answer every single question. Honestly, I really do. I can't help how many questions come. And I don't want anyone to think I'm neglecting their questions. So, as the questions come, I answer them. You ask the question more than once, I'm going to take you off the list. I've seen the first time you asked me about Palantir. I don't like the stock, but I'll look at it for you. Okay? Don't ask again. Thank you. Tell him no now. Well, Mark, you know it's going to be a no, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Good evening to you, sir. Tafisco? Okay, cool name. First person to ask about XRP or O gets booed. I'm going to be in agreement with you. What about you? What the heck is you? Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a clue here, Jose. Anytime I say, what the hell is that, means it's going to be a no. Because I've been doing this long enough. RM wants to take a look at waste management. Waste management on the list. Anytime I say, what the hell is that, it's usually going to be a no. Only because I've been doing this long enough, I know which companies have weekly options and which ones don't. Jill, you want to look at Toll Brothers, huh? TOL. Heard. Right. Good game, man. All righty. All right, a little more questions. Any advice on investing on the mining sector? Okay, Edgar. Honestly, I just answered this question a couple of seconds ago. I don't isolate my stock picks by sectors. I isolate them by when they pay their dividend. So if they have a dividend, great. If they don't, no thank you. Okay? It's simple. Okay, Black Eyed Joe, CPB, Campbell Soup. Let's take a look at that one. CPB. We'll take a look at that in a bit. Dave, Riley, I have some Riley. I do. RILY. We'll take a look at it. Palantir, Mark. Yeah. Okay. CBT, CTX. What's your best investment this year? Macy's. Where do you think the oil prices is heading? Hopefully down. Hopefully. Nobody knows. Hell to the no, Bob Dog. You're right. Check after hours on Riley. Okay, KG, we're going to take that in a little bit. There's no 20 years there. Yes, we know that. Okay. Julie wants to take a look at Target and Kohl's. Cool. TGT and KSS. All right. What do I think the best dividend stocks? Ooh, Apple user, Macy's. For me, this year, it's Macy's. Last year, it was Ford. This year, it's Macy's. Don't ask me why. It's just more profitable this year. Love when you say no. Boo! Please it up. All right. BO. Okay, write that one down. All right, so I'm going to stop the questions here. Yeah, P10. Thoughts on P10? Okay, PJM. Give me a second. P10. All right, so I'm going to stop the questions right here. All right, I'm going to stop all the questions, and I'm going to go through those 15 stocks nonstop, no questions, okay? So if you like something, Comfort Systems FIX. What the heck is that? That's never a good sign if I say, what the heck is that? Seriously, it's not. For this type strategy. Now, I only teach one strategy and only one strategy. Dividend capturing on... No, wait a second. No. Covered calls on dividend stocks. It's kind of like taking dividend capturing and covered calls and mixing them together. Okay? I want to see the stock as it's rising, coming off the bottom just before the dividend. Because absolute worst case scenario, if I get stuck with a stock, at least they're increasing their dividends every year. Now, don't kid yourself thinking stocks go up only. No, they don't. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go... That's all they do. They do not come to your house, wash your dishes. They don't take the dog out for a walk. They don't even mow the freaking lawn. They go up. They go down. They go up. They go down. They go up. They go down. That's all they do. The idea here, safe, simple, predictable, 1% per week cash flow. You like that, Erm? So, I like Intel. I do. So, as it's coming down, I want to see the bottom, and then I want to see it turn around. Okay? Look, it comes down. Here's the bottom. Turns around, goes back up. Well, what's going to happen then? Profit taken down. Same thing over and over again. So, let's go and take a look one at a time at the stuff you guys just rattled off. First on the list, Comcast. Ooh, I love Comcast. CMCSA. Comcast, incorporated in 1964. They have over 64 million. I checked a couple months ago with 64 million customers paying them every single month. Can you imagine that? 64 million customers? All right. The high of the year, 47. The bottom of the year, 36. Shoots up, pulls back. Big drop today. Ooh. What the hell happened today with Comcast? What the hell happened today with Comcast? Not the dividend, not even earnings. Why was the big drop? That's an interesting question. Okay. Earnings, right here. Earnings was a couple of weeks ago. 1, 2, 3 weeks ago earnings were. So she shoots up, pulls back, kind of goes sideways, and a big, huge drop. I'm kind of interested in what that was. Seriously, I'm interested in Comcast. What the hell was that? CMCSA. That could be a good reason to take a look at this. So I'm not going to go any further with Comcast until I find out what that was. Gap down to fill orders? Sometimes. All right, let's get out of that. All right, so we're just going to take a quick look because I have no idea why it dropped. Without knowing why it dropped today, it's hard to tell what's a good move. But it is a new 30-day bottom, which means as soon as that sucker moves up 2 days, I want to jump in on it. Because I don't want to jump in now. Well, let's zoom in a little bit closer so you can get a better idea. Okay, here's the last 30 days. Well, I got to fix that right here, right now. All right, there we go. 30 days ago, we're up at 44.50. Kind of drops a little bit, retrace, drops, retrace, drops, retraces. Now look at this big, huge drop here. Your 30-day high 30 days ago, your 30-day bottom today. Can it go lower tomorrow? Yes, it can. So I want to take a look at it tomorrow, see what it does. And then Wednesday, if that's 2 days in a row, well, I want to jump in on Thursday because I like Comcast. They've been around and they got a huge customer base. They do. So as this thing drops, there is going to be a bounce. And I want to take advantage of it. Well, that's me. Okay, so I like Comcast. I'm going to write that one down. All right, next on the list, SND. What the hell is SND? It's never a good sign, SND. When I say what the hell is something, oh, it's a no. Can we all say that? Hell no, monthly. I don't do monthly options. For you guys that are new here, never been here before, when it says December, January, April, June, only months on there, it's a hell no. I want weekly options only because I cannot get 1% a week with a monthly. Monthly means you can only do it once. No. That's 12 times a year. I want to do it 52 times a year because I didn't go to college, I admit it. But I do know that 52 is higher than 12. 12, no. So I'm not going to do monthlies. I don't know why you guys keep sending that crap to me. TSLA. Tesla, no. Do you know why I'm saying no to Tesla? 2 reasons. Reason number 1, it's at the high of the year. Reason number 2, no dividends. No dividends, no thank you. Why do I like dividends? Because if a stock goes up, normally, just before the dividend, I have a piece of information that is helpful to me to be successful. And that's what I want. I want odds and probabilities in my favor. So if I know that a stock is going to move up at a certain time, just before the dividend, that's why I like them. No dividends, no thank you. Sorry. Caterpillar. Ooh, love me some Caterpillar. All right, Caterpillar, check that out. Look at the movement. The high of the year, 420. The low of the year, 260. She shoots up, pulls back, shoots up. Now we're sitting at $399.99. It's $400. So what's the 400 going for? 420. 420 is more than 1% of 400. So that's a yes for the numbers. Now let's see what the chart's telling me. Now, just because the numbers work doesn't mean it's the right time to buy. Because I don't want to buy at the high of the year. No thanks. I don't want to stand on a ladder trying to reach for the stars. No thank you. I want it to bounce off the bottom and move up. All right, so year ago, the bottom was 259. Last 90 days, we got a bottom at 325 the last 90 days. The 90-day top right around 420. See the movement? Now, for the 90-day chart, I like to see if there's predictable movement. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now it's going to the upside. We got only one day to the upside. So the earliest we're going to get into this thing is Thursday or Friday. Might as well just wait until next week. So I'm going to put Caterpillar down for next week. Now the reason for that, look at this movement. Okay, here's your 30-day high. Here's your 30-day low. She drops, retraces, drops. Now she's trying to retrace. Great. Well, yesterday was a low. Today's one day to the high side. I like 2 days to the high side. So that's Tuesday. Because the earliest I'd get into this thing would be Wednesday. That's the earliest. And Wednesday doesn't give me a lot of time to play. Okay? And usually my money's already invested by Tuesday anyway. So not really anything I can do on a Wednesday or Thursday. That's why that's like almost all of my trading. I'd have to say 95 to 97% of all my trading is on a Monday. Because I want the cash flow from a covered call on a weekly covered call. Because 80% of all options expire worthless. So why not take advantage of that scenario? You stack all the odds and probabilities in your favor. Well, they got a dividend coming up. Stocks go up just before the dividend. Great. A covered call. Safest strategy. And it's predictable. It's a safe, predictable strategy. Okay? And in the fact that 80% of all options expire. So I don't want to buy options. I want to sell options. So if I buy the stock, if it's at the right time, when it's bouncing off of a low, well, that's the right time. But is it going to be worth my while? Is the money going to be there? Is the money going to be there at the end of the rainbow? What an interesting analogy. So anyway, let's go a little bit faster. So I'm going to put Caterpillar for tomorrow. For next week. Just to keep our eye on it. And actually, it's on for this week. Okay, we're going to pass it on to next week. Because we won't be getting into Caterpillar this week. Okay, that's got rid of that one. All right. Next one on the list, BITO. B-I-T-O. See if we can do this really quick. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hell no. Didn't even pop up. No. Do you know why it's a no? Because no consistency with their dividends. And they're not 20 years old. Not enough profit for me. So, BITO is a no. Dow, D-O-W. Oh, I like that. High to low. 42.90. Look at the 43s. Barely 34 to 48. So you might get your 1% up. Might. I don't like might, but let's take a look. All right, a year ago, we're at 50.89. Topped off the year on the beginning of April at 60.78. Our bottom within the 90-day period. Look at that. Yesterday. Friday. Okay, when I say yesterday, that means previous day. HRTX. What the heck is that? HRTX. Okay, sit tight. We'll take a look at it. So she's bouncing off the bottom yesterday. Now today's one day to the upside. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. Get a little bit closer. Okay, down, up, down. Here's where she bounces. The previous high, 46.50. Now she's at 42. That's a $4 drop. A $4 drop on a $40 stock. Macy's is looking good. Flock Queen, how are you tonight? Cool beans. All right. So it is in the right position. You know, here's your 30-day high, 30-day bottom. She's bouncing. Great. I love it. However, that's only one day to the upside. So tomorrow, if she's up higher, then it will be a good chance for me to jump in. You guys got to decide for yourself. Where do you call the bottom? James, I signed up for the morning before the market opened, and I couldn't get into the live. Lance, send me your email. I'll give you a buzz, or send me a text with your concern, because All new to me. Okay, so I jumped. Never mind. I'll talk about that later. So Dow, I want to see, what does it normally do this time of year? Ooh, look at that. Now, for those you don't know, this chart is what's called a seasonality chart. Seasonality chart. Okay, this here is a seasonality chart, okay? All the way to the left, January 1st, all the way to the right, December 31st. The blue line represents the movement this year. The red line is 10 years worth of movement. So that's 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, so on and so forth. It's the average movement. What does this company normally do this time of year? Well, seasonality, okay, based on the seasons, you know. So basically, from the middle of October to the end of the year, it's a nice upward trend. Well, great. So the trend is upward. The numbers look okay. So the only question is left, do I like Dow? Okay, DOW, do I like it? So if I like it at 42.90, I do the 43s. The 43s might get me my 1%. Okay, great. So next, ASML. Never heard of it. ASML. Okay. It does have weeklies. Cool. So let's go on over to Yahoo Finance. ASML. Okay. Dividends only. Maximum amount of dividends. Okay. Here's the part where I say no. Okay. 2007. So from 2007... well, they paid one in 2007, one in 2008, one in 2009, one in 10, one in 11, 2 in 12, 1 in 13, 1 in 14, 1 in 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, then 2, then 2, then 4, and then 4. Yeah, no. No consistency there whatsoever. Sorry. And it's $700. Yeah, no thanks. APEC. APEK. Okay, APEK. Oh, APEC Taco. No options, no thank you. Walgreens, WBA. That one I do know. All right, let's get rid of that. Okay, Walgreens. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? What's the direction? Up, down. It's at 887. Now, I have a bunch of them at 956. Well, currently it's at 887. So what's going to happen there? All right, look at the high of the year back in December, 26.96. Look at the last 90 days. This is the last 90 days. 90 days ago, we're at 850. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going to the upside. 2 days to the upside. Ooh, I want to take a good look at that. I love 2 days to the upside. Here's your last 30 days. That's an invitation and a half. 30 days ago is your high. Here's your bottom. Bounces up, retraces, bounces back up. 2 days to the upside. Great. What do the numbers look like? Well, got a question over here. What is your email address? Lance. It should be in the bio. Okay, if you can't find it here, jump on over to TikTok. It goes right to my phone. And I answer it like 3 or 4 times a day. Okay, so the 887, the closest one is going to be the 9. The 9 is going for 13 cents. Now, I know 13 cents doesn't sound like a lot to you guys, but 13 cents is over 1%. 1% of $9 is 9 cents. Well, at 13 cents, you're almost 1.5%. 1.5% a week comes to 76% per year. That's nice. If you can get 1.5% every week, that's 76%. And it's Walgreens. There's a Walgreens in almost every major city. And there's a Walgreens has been in business for over 170 years. All right, anyway, I like Walgreens. I have a bunch of it, and I consistently make money on it every single week. That's why I hold on to it. Okay, sometimes I sell it, then I buy it back. And I sell it, and then I buy it back. I keep rotating. It's like a revolving door. Okay, so I have... okay, sorry, I'm just saying hi to the people on Instagram. So there's certain stocks I will just keep trading over and over and over and over again because they consistently increase their dividends and they consistently give me more than 1% every week. Walgreens just so happens to be one of them. All right. Next on the list, Palantir. PLTR. You ready? Well, let me see if I can bring it up again. PLTR. I told you I'd look at it. Here we go. You ready? No. 2 reasons. Reason number 1, it's at the high. Reason number 2, no dividends, no thank you. Okay? Palantir, I looked at it. It's a no. Next on the list, Altria. M-O. No. Too close to the high. That was simple, quick. Okay? The high was, well, right there. You got a double high. Last Wednesday and 2 weeks ago Wednesday and last Friday. Yeah, there's the drop here. This thing's got a little bit further to go, so I'm gonna put Altria in for 2 weeks. MO. We'll take a look at Altria in 2 weeks. Give it a little bit of time to pull back. Once she pulls back, I like the numbers 56. The 56s are, oh, hell no. The numbers just don't work. All right. Next, U. What the hell is U? Unity Software. Really? I've never heard of it. Why is it I've never heard of this company? U. Okay. That's why I've never heard of it. No dividends. No thank you. I thought maybe. Now, I've been doing this for like 20 years. Okay? Twice this year, I got stocks I didn't quite know of. I think Whirlpool was one of them. I forget what the other one was. Waste Management. I like Waste Management. It is on my list. And it's a no. Ah, bummer. Toll Brothers. T-O-L. I think Jill wanted to see this one. Toll Brothers. Here's the high. It's bouncing off there. Cool. Here's the low. What did it do? Up, down, up, down. Now she's turning 152.50. The 150. You've got to be shitting me. 710. Can that be right? That's a nice premium. That's over 5%. Well, let's take a good look at it. Now, Toll Brothers is on my list, so I didn't notice it this week. I don't think they have their dividend this week, do they? T-O-L. Okay. Okay, so they don't have their dividend in December. Whoops. November? Maybe? No? October. Imagine that. There it is right there. October. So that is the first week of the quarter. Ooh, that means they got a dividend coming up in a couple of weeks. Ooh, gotta love that one. All right. Toll Brothers is there. Get that out of the way. Uh-oh. Wrong button. Wrong button. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to Toll Brothers. 152. Great. All right, so a year ago was the bottom. 90.51. The last 90 days. Look at the last 90 days. Okay, 90-day bottom was about 90 days ago. The 90-day high was 2 weeks ago. Okay. She pulls back 1 day to the bottom right there, 1 day to the upside. Let's take a look at that 30 days. Okay, here's the 30 days. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? This is my idea of a beautiful looking chart. Okay, down, here's the bottom. Shoots up, here's the top. Back down, here's the new bottom. 1 day to the upside. I'm looking for one more day to the upside, then I'd be jumping in. T-O-L. I'm writing that one down. Yeah. Okay. Okay, T-O-L. What does Toll Brothers usually do this time of year? Usually. And the interesting thing about, look at that, nice. This is a slow, steady incline to the upside. Very slow for the last quarter. Okay. Let's get back to where we were. Riley. Here comes Riley. R-I-L-Y. Riley. I actually do have some Riley. R-I-L-Y. Ooh, look at that. A year ago, 24.82, tops out at 40. That was back in the end of April. Last 90 days, look at that movement. The last 90 days, down, up, down, up, down. She's coming down at the moment. Right now, she's at 511. The 5. This here is a seasonality chart. Okay, all the way to the left, January. Okay, sorry about that. The 5s are going for 20. You take the 11 cents off of there, and you're at 9. Is that right? No, that's not it. Yeah, you're at 9. So 9, 25 to 20 to 25. So you get more than 1%, like more than 1.5%. Remember I told you 1.5% is 76% per year? Well, Riley, 1.5%. Look at the numbers though. Right here. It's on its way down. Last 30 days. See, the last 30 days changes the whole thing. Okay? She drops. Here's the 30-day bottom. Here's your 30-day top. She's dropping from the bottom to the top. That's $1.50. No, $1.60. So $1.60 on a $4.60 stock. That's more than 25%. It's a 25% increase from here to here. 25%. Well, of course, there's going to be profit taking. And look, it goes from $6.25 down to $5 at the moment. So that's $1.25. $1.25 off of $6 is, I don't know, like a little bit less than 20%. But still, it's a nice drop. But as soon as it finds its new bottom here, 2 days to the upside, then it'll be a good time to jump in. Not now. Just my opinion. But I'm putting Riley down for next week. Because I think that's going to find the bottom sometime this week and turn around. So it'd be prime for next week. All right, that was Riley. I only got 5 more to go. Target, TGT. Ooh, gotta love Target. Now, Target is one company you got to be careful with. The reason being, I'm going to tell you that in a second. A year ago, she was at 136. She tops off at 182, drops to 120. All right, look at the last 90 days. Here's the last 90 days. Look at this moving sideways, nice trending, sideways channeling, zone, whatever you want to call it. It's between, what was that, 140, 146, and 156. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, and then this big drop. This big drop came because of earnings. They call this a black swan because it happens once in a great while. You don't see them all the time, a big drop like that. So you got the big drop. Here's the bottom, 2 days to the upside, jump in on there, and look at it, just keeps on going. This gap is going to fill. Target is over 100 years old. They are a dividend king. They've consistently increased their dividends. What does the numbers look like? The numbers, the 135, the 136s, you're getting more than 1%. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Okay, a company you've heard of, one that you don't mind buying and holding on to. It's at the right time. Okay, here's the top 90 days. Here's the bottom. Here's the movement. Okay, it's there. All right, anyway, it's not a suggestion. It's just an observation. Next on the list is Kohl's. Now, I do have a bunch of Kohl's. Oops. Try that again. Okay, here's Kohl's. Ooh, bounced up again. Cool beans. Okay, so here's the high of the year back in March. That's right on $30. The bottom of the year is 40. That was just last week. Look at that movement. Sideways, down. Interesting. And she's finally bouncing right up here. Here's the bottom right there. Now, you're going to make most of your money in the stock market buying low, selling high. Well, you can't get any lower than the low of the year, and that was last week. Well, let's take a closer look. A year ago, we're sitting at 26.04. Top of the year was the end of March, 29.60. Drops all the way down. Look at the last 90 days. Okay, here's the last 90 days. Sideways, drop, retrace, Big gap down. Now she's bouncing off that gap down. That gap right there almost filled. It's getting pretty damn close to filling. But look what happened. A nice upward move, and today she pulled back. Why? Well, let's zoom in a little bit closer to get a better look. Here's the last 30 days. 30 days ago, we're way over here. Drop, retrace, big drop down. Here's your 30-day bottom. 30-day top, 30-day bottom. Very next day, she's going up and sideways. Okay, so we're currently at 1530. The 1550s are going from 10 to 13. So we can all say it in unison. No, hell no, because it's not giving me 1%. Now, unfortunately, I already own it. Okay, I own it at 1715, and it's currently at 1530. Okay, but I still collect a premium on every week. So I have something coming in every week. Now, this one probably won't give me 1%, even though I own it. Okay, I don't make 1% on everything. Some things make 2, 3, 4, 5%, and some things I make 0.5% or 1/4%. Okay, now, I didn't intend it to that way. It just so happens to come down and then retrace, and she's here. Instead of getting 1% here, I'll probably get 0.5%. Is what it is. Okay? All right. Let's continue. 4 more to go. BO. I have no idea what BO is. ProShares ETF. Yeah, no. PTRN. I have no idea what that is. Is that a part-time porn site? I don't know. No options, no thank you. FIX. What the heck is FIX? Oh, that's a no. Okay. Monthly, I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Holy shit, I got 96 questions. I got 2 more to go. This one's probably going to be a no. HRTX. Never heard of it. That's why. It's a monthly. I don't do monthlies. That's why I never looked at it. Last on the list, Macy's. My favorite stock this year. Okay, and look at what she's doing. Woohoo, lovely. All right, a year ago, we're somewhere around 21. We drop, shoot back up, kind of like channeling. We channeled quite a bit, and then we drop, found the bottom right here in September. Now she's going up. That's clear to see. Okay, here's your high, here's your low, and now she's going up. Well, great. Let's see if we can take advantage of it. The last 90 days, year ago, $20, shoots up to 22, drops all the way down to 14. The last 90 days, look at the predictable movement. Okay, down, up, down, up. All right, simple. Unfortunately, even though I already own some, I wouldn't jump in and buy more because here's your bottom here. Let's zoom in and see that last 30 days. Okay, here's your last 30 days. Bottom's here, top's here. What do you think is going to happen at the top? Well, let's dissect it a little bit. Okay, 3 weeks ago, we're at 1450. Okay, 1450, 3 weeks ago. Now we're up to 17. So from 14 to 17, that's about $3. $3 on a $14 stock, that's just a little bit below 25%. So it's a 25% from the bottom here to the top here. So ask yourself a question. If you bought it 3 weeks ago and you got a 25% increase, would you sell it? I would. So more than likely, that baby's going to start to come down. So I wouldn't jump in and buy them now. I'd wait a couple of weeks. So I'm going to write Macy's down for 3 weeks. That's a long way to go. All right. That is everything on the list. So now I have 99 questions to answer. Please only ask the question once. I will get to every single question. Let's do this. All right. All right. Where were we? Comcast shares, turnable, execute, blah, blah, blah. Pulte, haven't done Pulte yet. Uh-oh. All right. Yeah, I haven't been answering any questions because I stopped it. All right. Here we go. Dividend Kings, we did that question already. Thoughts on WBA, we already did WBA. PLTR, we did that one. Altria, we did that one. We did that one. We did that one. First person to ask about gets booted. KG, I'm going to agree with you. Toll Brothers, we already looked at that one. Any advice for investing in the mining sector? Campbell Soup. Did we take a look at Campbell Soup? CPB. No, we didn't. CPB. Whoa. All righty. Look at this. A year ago, 43. Wait. No. Sorry. Not even going to look. Look at the numbers. 43.30. The 43s are going for 40. Once you take that 30 cents off there, you're walking away with 10 cents? Yeah, no. Sorry. All right, Riley, we looked at that. We looked at PLTR. What is your best dividend stock this year? That would be Macy's. Oil stock. Dre, where do you think oil price is going? Hopefully up. Hail to the no. Gotta love that one. Check the after hours on Riley. We did that. Target, Kohl's, we did that. Lowe's. Tony wants to take a look at Lowe's. L-O-W. All right, we'll take a look at that. What do you think the best dividend stock is at Macy's? For me. Love you when we say no, thank you. Okay, Bo. We already looked at Bo. P10. What the heck is P10? P10. No. Okay, P10. No. There we go. Pulte Group. Ooh. Damn it. Okay, what's its ticker for Pulte Group? PTE? PTE? No! Damn it. PHM. Damn it. PHM. All right, so you got me on that one. PHM. 128, the 129s, the 129s, 115. Okay, you get your 1% there. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's turning right here. 129.26. The 130s are going for 140 to 165. The numbers work. The chart looks okay. Let's see what the seasonality looks like. What does it normally do this time of year? That's what we want to know. I don't want to jump into something. Okay, that's pretty self-evident. Nice slow trend to the upside. Great. So let's take a closer look. Get out of that. Standard right here. A year ago was the bottom of the year, 95.24. The last 90 days. Okay, 90 days ago, we're around 130. Shoots up to the high of the year. Got a double high of the year, 149.53. She drops back up, back down. She's turning here, but only 1 day. So we need one more day. Why did everything dip? Nick, everything dips. I mean, that's what they do. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. If you're expecting something else, if you're expecting a stock to come to your house and take your dog for a walk, you're sadly mistaken. They go up, they go down. That's it. Sometimes there's rhyme or reason to it. Sometimes there isn't. We just go with the flow. Okay. I try not to ask why most of the time. Okay. Pulte Group. PHM. All right. So last 30 days right there. Okay. Beautiful. Take a look. Down, up, down. Here is the bottom here. Yesterday, Friday. 1 day to the upside. Great. I'm looking for one more before I jump in. So it might be a possibility tomorrow or the next day. PHM. Okay. Next on the list, DHT. What the heck is DHT? DHT. We'll get to that one in a minute. KG. Comcast shares tumble as executive calls broadband intensely competitive. Well, I'd like to take a look at that. Nick, why did everything drop? Don't really know. I signed up this morning and couldn't get in. 12 Mikey 32. Send me a text right here. Okay. I will give you, send me your number. I will give you a buzz. We'll see if we can figure it out. Oh, CJ. Oh, do you think Comcast is losing 100,000 subscribers in the fourth quarter? Could be. Because Bitcoin dipped. I don't know. Thoughts on Tesla? Klein, we already looked at Tesla today. Okay, Tesla was a no. Why wait 2 days? Nectar Goose. Okay, I'm assuming you wanted to know why am I waiting 2 days to the upside from buying at a bottom? because I don't know if it's the bottom. Okay? Sometimes, okay, this is just an anomaly. Now, you need confirmation to figure out what a bottom is. So, bottom's right here. You can't argue with it. Why can't you argue with it? Well, because it doesn't look like this. Hold on a second. Okay? When it looks like this, you don't know if that's the bottom or not. Okay? Your high's here. She drops, shoots back up, comes back down. Is this the bottom? I don't know. I can't tell. Okay? The very next day, well, that's one day to the upside. Is it the bottom? We don't know. It could be another bottom, another day going down. Okay? Bottom, 2 days to the upside. Well, for me, that isolates the bottom. If the next day she opens up higher, well, that's the day I jump in. So what does she do? There you go. That's the day I would jump in. I like 2 days after the bottom. 1, 2, third day. If a third day's up, 3 times is the charm. Okay, so why 2 days? That's just a personal preference. Klein, Tesla, no. Can we look at Gap? I'll write it down. We'll take a look at it. GAP, but I got like 90 questions to answer. Tesla's a no. Comcast, yep, saw that. What the heck, Mark? What's happening? No. NO. Is there a stock? NO? I don't know. DHT, I have no idea who DHT is. We already have DHT on the list. KG, a quick search will tell you Tesla pays no dividends. Yes, I'm aware of that. I knew that. But I was thinking today that sometimes I'm a little harsh on people when they're only here asking for me to take a look at something. So, did I take a look at it? Yeah, I took a look at it. And then I said no. Okay, somebody asked me to look. I looked. I like to be, fair. You want me to look at Tesla? Fine. I'll look at it. Now you got my answer. For me. If you like it, wonderful. Okay, Nacho, DHT, I heard you the first time you said it. Please, only ask a question once. I will get to it. You're not the only person on the dance floor. Okay, there's a couple hundred people here. Well, that's 116. Okay? Mark, no. Okay. That's a yes. Okay. JEPQ, JEPI. All right, Nuna dude. Noonie dude? Noonia dude. Okay. JEPI, JEPQ. JEPI and Q. All right, I'll take a look. Give you my opinion. Yes. When you look at seasonality, why do you ignore the blue line? I don't ignore the blue line. The blue line just represents the movement for this year. It doesn't really mean anything because you're comparing 10 years of information. Okay? So 10 years ago, the stock price was different. So how do you compare 10 years ago with this year? Well, you take the high of the year and you take the low of the year. You give it a numerical number from 1 to 100. So the low of the year is 1 and the high of the year is 99. Oh, sorry. The high of the year is 100. Everything else is between 2 and 99. So somewhere where they fit. So this way you could compare 2014 to 2024 because there's only one high of the year and there's only one low of the year. So the low of the year gets a numerical value of 1 and the high of the year gets a numerical value of 100. Everything else is somewhere in between. That's how you can compare the 10 different years. But when you have just 1 year, okay, when you have just 1 year, it's not really that accurate because it just gives us an idea of what this year is. Now we got to compare this year with the rest of the 10. Well, this is the 10 here on the average. So I don't ignore it. It's just this is this year. Okay? Down, she went up, she went down, she went up. Same thing. We already looked at the regular chart, so that's no different. Majid Major. I have no idea. Okay, Riven. RIVN. Okay, we'll take a look at it. ULTY. ULTY. XRTY. What's my opinion of XRP? XRP. Okay. And a note of that. BO. Okay, Andrea, we already looked at BO. You sure it's not BA? Okay, we already looked at BO. BO was a no. Okay, see, watch. BO. Okay? BO, we cannot find this symbol. So I'm not quite sure, Andrea, if that's the right symbol you want me to take a look at. Okay, Oak Tree. Tesla, already looked at it. Okay, Wolf, XRP, we are going to look at it. People are, People, you are on dividend, TikTok, Tesla, Rivian, XRP have done. Try a different channel. Thanks, KG. Why did Hershey stock went up to $19? Hershey at 19? Okay, HSY. We'll take a look. HSY. Wolf, I have 30,000 now on XRP, and it's bombed in the last 17 hours. A Oak Tree, you already asked me about Tesla. I'm poor. How can I make money? Get a good job, contribute to society in a meaningful way, and you will be rewarded such. Okay, Tesla, already looked at it. Hershey, okay. Mr. Steal Your Things too. We will take a look at Hershey. Hood, we'll take a look at Hood. HOOD. Okay, AMSC, we already looked at that today. Okay, Mr. Steal Your Things, you asked me once. Seriously, I will get to every single question. Don't ask more than once, please. Dividends aren't free money, bro. I never said that they were. MDR06. SPX. Take a look at that. SPX. The Oak Tree. Come, dude, really? I'd sit. You know, fuck it. I ain't even gonna bother. You're not listening. When I say only ask the question once, I mean only ask the question once. I saw it the first time you asked me about Tesla. I told you I already looked at Tesla tonight. I already told you Tesla was a no because they don't have dividends. You are on a channel. You are on my channel that says Dividend Stock Talk. Dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Why the hell would you ask me about Tesla if you know Tesla has no dividends? And if you don't know if Tesla doesn't have any dividends, what the hell are you investing in something you have no clue about? Why would you ask me about Tesla if you know anything at all about Tesla? Okay, Dividend Stock Talk. Dividend investing for weekly cash flow. If it has no dividends, don't ask. Seriously, it's going to be a no anyway. No dividends, no thank you. Plain, simple. CRF. What the heck is CRF? CRF. No options. No thank you. Let's go back to standard right there. ASO. Jill, you always come up with good ones. I'm kind of curious what ASO is because it doesn't sound familiar. Dan Hudson, how are you? AMDY. Rachel, AMDY. What is that? AMDY. As soon as I get to 20 stocks, we're going to stop again. What stock is that? That right now is CRF. What about Altria? Big P, we already looked at Altria. Exclusive restyling. I have no idea what you're talking about when you say 13% dividend. On what company? What is this? Chad, how are you doing today? Kohl's dividend is 50 cents coming within days. Yes, I'm well aware of that, Secretariat. And we already looked at Kohl's tonight. Big P, we already looked at Altria. Church Sabag, Soundhound is already on the list for us to take a look at. TOS doesn't make it easy to see you made 1% for a week unless I'm missing a report. No, they don't. You actually have to do your own math. Okay, PJM24, P10. We already looked at it. It was already a no. Big P, dude, I asked you twice, 3 times. Only ask me a question once. Seriously, when I tell you I will honestly get to every single question, only ask it once. Dr. Michael Rice, thank you for that. Where was I? Where I? What is this? Seriously? Kohl's. Where is it? Kohl's. Yep, got that. P10. We already looked at that one. PBR. Peanut butter and raspberry. PBR. All right, we'll take a look at it. All stocks are going down. Choi everywhere. Okay, wonderful. Target is going up through the end of the year when you know when to sell. Oh, YL 9000. Okay, that's a personal preference. Okay, where you jump onto the merry-go-round, well, that's where you jump on. Where you take profits, it's going to be different for everyone. Me, I just want 1%. 1% per week, I'm perfectly happy. There are other people who want to buy something and ride it as high as it will go. You're in the wrong place if that's what you're looking for. What are the 4 stocks to collect dividends on that are spread out throughout the year? Well, Bill, most companies pay every 90 days, 4 times a year. So when you say spread out throughout the year, I'm not quite sure exactly what you mean by that. Because the first quarter looks the exact same as the second quarter, which looks the exact same as the third quarter, which looks the exact same as the fourth quarter. Comcast pays the first week of the first quarter, pays the first week of the second quarter, pays the first week of the third quarter, pays the first week of the fourth quarter. Okay? There's only 13 weeks in a quarter. So depending on how you want to invest, and do you even want to invest in this strategy? Because this strategy, we're just looking for dividend stocks before the dividend date. Okay, because before the dividend, the stock goes up. We jump in just before the stock goes up. We get out with a 1% every single week. That's over 50% per year. It takes 10 or 15 minutes a day. It's really not that difficult. To get a sense of what will happen during the day. Bob, I have no idea what that means. Correct. James, can we look at BP? British Petroleum. I like British Petroleum. AMD. Tracy, how are you? Advanced Micro Devices, huh? ADM. Now, are you aware that Advanced Micro Devices doesn't have any dividends? Big P, dude, you asked me like 5 times about Altria. Seriously. When I tell you I will get to every single question, why are you asking me the same thing over and over and over again? I'm not ignoring you. It's just taking time to get to all the different questions. I do them as they come in. DHT has monthly, not weekly. Okay, let's take DHT right off the list. Thank you, Andrea. Have them even... I know. Anton, Kinder Morgan, KMI. We'll take a look at it. Executive Restyling, NLOP. Never heard of that one either. NLOP. Okay. What do you think of GOF? Should I hold it long term? Okay, Lion Baseball. Never heard of GOF. We'll take a gander at it and I'll give you my opinion. GOF. BP, got that one. Not BO. Okay, Andre, I was beginning to think. Okay, Robert, we already looked at Macy's. Tracy, I already told you we will get to AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. I will get to it. Hold on. Okay, Vicky Dillon, Seagate, STX. I got like room for 2 more, and then we'll put everything on pause. What do I think about Disney? I think Disney in the 1970s was awesome. Disney nowadays, don't even recognize it. What's my opinion on LI? Disgruntled Cook? Don't know. We'll take a look. All right, that's enough for now. Let's run through this list. First one on this list is Lowe's. Okay, I like Lowe's. Dividend King. Increase their dividends every single year. Lowe's, L-O-W. Interesting. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, 274.50 to 275, 330. I like that number. That's more than 1%. I like Lowe's. I usually buy Lowe's at the beginning of every quarter. So we get the beginning of the first quarter coming up in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, so Lowe's, I'll be looking at that one in about 3 or 4 weeks. But let's take a look at it today. Okay, here's the high right here. Here's the bottom over here a year ago. Okay, the bottom was 205. Last 90 days, we got our high right there, middle of October, 287. She drops down, shoots back up. She's in an upward trend now. Well, let's take a look at the last 30 days and see if that looks good. Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Well, looks good so far. Well, let's take a gander. Last 30 days. Well, look at that. Now it's a no. The reason why it's a no, 30-day high was today. I don't buy at the high only because there's no room for it to go higher. I mean, it could go higher, but your 30-day bottom, 30-day high, 280 from 258. That is $22. So a $22 increase from here to here, $22. That's just a little bit less than 10%. So from here to here, now we're talking a $250 stock. It jumps 10%. Yeah, there's going to be profit taking. So more than likely, she probably pull back. So I'm not going to do lows for about a couple of weeks. LOW. Okay, so that's my lows. Next on the list, the Gap. GAP, the Gap. Oh, let's try it one more time. GAP. Interesting. It's going to be a no. It's actually at a 30-day high. So I'm going to put the Gap for 3 weeks. We'll take a look at it again. Now, the Gap is on my list. It's just that this week, it's not good. Okay, we're going to wait a couple of weeks for it to come back down again. Okay. Now, JEPQ. You ready? JEPQ. No, I didn't have to look. 2 reasons. It's at the high of the year, and it's a monthly. No and no. Okay? I don't like JEPQ. I don't like JEPI. They do not fit in this strategy. Number one, they're monthly optionable stocks. The numbers just don't work for weekly covered calls on a stock that only offers monthly options. No. JEPQ? No. JEPI? No. Riven. I could say no to Riven now. No. Reason why no? What's What, we just have a question here. What's the calculation regarding profit taking? Common sense. Pass it to Hemlock. Think about this. Okay? In April, this stock is at $8. Okay? It goes from $8 to $19. Okay? $8 to $19. That's more than 100% increase. If you're not taking your profit after a stock goes up 100%, well, then you deserve to lose it all. Look, it goes up and then it goes down. Ask yourself a question. What makes you think you are so special that when you buy a stock, it's going to do absolutely nothing but go up? Sorry, stocks don't do that. They go up until they don't. Because you have enough pressure on all the people who bought it down here at $8. You know, hey, I doubled my money in, what is this? April, May, June, July. 1, 2, 3. 3 months. I doubled my money in 3 months. If you don't take your profit, then you deserve to lose it. That's just my opinion. Stocks go up, take your profit, say thank you, I'll see you the next time you want for a run. You jump on the pony, you take it for a ride, give it some time to breathe before you jump back on again. Well, look, she drops down, here's a nice time to jump back on again, and then she's going back up again. It's what goes up, got to come down. What goes down's got to go back up again. That's all they do. You know, they go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. If you're expecting it to do anything other than go up or down, you're sadly mistaken. Stocks do not come to your house and make your bed. They do not do the dishes. They don't take the dog for a walk. They go up, they go down. That's all they do. If you're taking it for a ride and you don't take your profits, that's your own damn fault. Nobody ever went broke taking profits. And it's not a profit until you take it. All right, let's move on. Riven is a no. UTXY. UTXY. I can say no to that one right now. Well, can't find that symbol, so that's a no. XRP. XRP. Let me think. No. XRP is not even a stock. So why are we even looking at it? Hershey's. Now, Hershey's a good one. HSY. Hershey's. Holy shit, what the hell happened there? Okay, now, we're going to take a good look at this because that looks interesting. The high of the year, the low of the year, where was it, where is it? Look at this. She goes up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going back up. Well, what the hell happened here? It's not the dividend, because the dividend was 3 weeks ago. Okay? She goes up, and what is that big jump right there? That has to be something in the news. Okay? I have no idea what it is, so I really can't speak about it. But if you take a look and think logically, okay, here's your bottom right here, your 30-day bottom. Let's go zoom in a little closer, right there. Okay, here's your 30-day bottom. She goes up, down, and then she skyrockets. Honestly, now don't kid yourself. Honestly, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow? Okay, you have people bought it in the morning at 173, and then she shoots up over 200. Yeah, there's going to be profit taken tomorrow. More than likely. Not guaranteed, but more than likely. Remember that. Odds and probabilities. If your stock went from 173 to 200 in one day, you'd be taking profits too. I'd like to think. I know I would. All right, next on the list, Hood. HOOD. All right, there it is. It's a no. The reason it's a no, they ain't even 10 years old, 20 years old. No, not enough profitability. Next, SPX. SPX. Whoops. SPX. Well, that's a no. What the hell are you thinking? Really? What makes you think? Seriously, think about this. What makes you think I can afford $6,000 a share stock? Seriously? Yeah. No. ASO. Well, now that's weird. ASO, we cannot. Oh, what is that? ASO 9. ASO. Waiting for data. Okay. Academy Sports Outlet. $50. Look at the bounce. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down. Now she's going up. 50, 40. The 50s are going for 285. Well, that's over 1%. The 51s are going for 160. That's over 1%. The 52s are going for 175. Everything here is over 1%. If you like this company, Academy Sports Outlet. Never heard of them. ASO. Now, why isn't I've never heard of ASO? Okay, well, here are the dividends. Oh, that's why. 2022, 2023, 2024. The company's only 3 years old. That's why. When I say 2 decades, 2 decades does not mean 3 years. It means 20 years, not 3. So, ASO is a no. AMDY. To be honest with you, never heard of it. And that's why it's a monthly. No. Okay, PBR, peanut butter and raspberry. Oh, petroleum, Brazilian petroleum. Okay, well, here's the high of the year. Here's the bottom. Up, down, up, down. Look at that movement. Holy cow. Okay, she's bouncing here. Okay, great. 1423, the 1450s. No, the numbers just don't work. Sorry. So peanut butter and raspberry, no, the numbers just don't work. Sorry. British Petroleum. I like British Petroleum. I do now. Yes, I do. I love this. I do. Okay, British Petroleum. A year ago at 35, shoots up to 41, drops down to 27, back up to 30. The 30 is going for 38. Take 10. Okay, you get your 1% out of British Petroleum. Cool. Well, let's take a look. A year ago, 35.24, tops out at 40.26. The last 90 days, look at that movement. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Look. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Ooh, look at that gap. I want to take a look at that. Other than that, that thing looks nice. No. Everything looked really good until we got to the 30-day chart. 30-day bottom, 30-day top. Now, from 27.80 to 30.40, that's almost $3. That's like a 10% increase. Oh, 30%. Is that right? No, 27, 30, gives you 10. Well, it's a little over 10%. All right, next. ADM. Well, no. Do you know why it's a no for ADM without me even looking? ADM doesn't have dividends. Okay, again, AMD. Wait a minute. Sorry, ADM is Archer Daniel Midland. AMD. Okay, AMD, even though she's here, coming down to a bottom, getting ready to turn around, it's going to be a no because it doesn't have. Orlando, how are you doing today? So it doesn't have dividends. So why would you have me, Tracy, why would you have me look at a company that you know doesn't have dividends? Now, I like to say that you know it doesn't have dividends because why would you be invested in a company you don't know anything about? So you're here on a channel that says dividend investing for weekly cash flow, and you don't know that AMD has no dividends? When I say rule number one, never buy something you don't know. Why would you buy something you don't know? And why are you asking me to take a look at something that I already know is a no because they have no dividends? No dividends? No thank you. All right, next on the list, Kinder Morgan. Ooh, Kinder Morgan, they've been in business for over 100 years, and they're a no only because look at where it is as opposed to all this space here. Okay, it's way too close to the high, and you have all this space here. So Kinder Morgan probably won't be ready for us to take a look at for at least 3 weeks. KMI, 3 weeks from today. All right, next on the list. We're almost done. We got 4 more to go. NLOP, N-L-O-P. What the heck is that? No, that's what it is. It's a no. Well, silly me. I should have known that. GOF, I have no idea who they are. Oh, no options, no thank you. STX, Seagate. Now, I like Seagate. I do. Seagate is on my list. A year ago, we're here. Okay, the high, the low, where was it, where is it? Look at this, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's bouncing off this, 99.75. The 100s are going for 75 to 190. You might get your 1% out of that. Okay, 75 cents to 190. That's a big spread. Okay, but it's in there. All right, so I like it here also. So let's zoom in and take a better look. Okay, a year ago, we're at 81.59. A couple of weeks after that, in the middle of January, we got our bottom at 78.82. The last 90 days, I'm always looking at the same thing. Anytime I see any chart, I'm looking for 5 things. 5. High, low, where was it, where is it, and take your finger and figure out where it's going. Look at down, up, down, up, down, up. Really not that difficult. What's the direction? High, low, where was it, where is it, and what's the direction? Can we get 1% on AGN? AGN, nope. ANLY. Okay, we looked at that one earlier today. That one's a no. Yeah, I know. I looked at both of them earlier today. They both don't actually fit this week. Now, they're both on the list because they're both good quality companies, just not this week because the numbers just don't work. All right. STX Seagate. Look at the last 30 days. Okay, what do you think of that? Look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Here's your high, bottoms out. Okay, 2 days the upside, she shoots up, pulls back, 3 days the upside. This is an invitation and a half. But before I get all excited about it, let's check out what does it normally do this time of year. Okay, like I said, the blue line represents this year. Basically, we've already seen the charts. We really don't need to pay attention to that. This is what we want to see here. The red line. The red line is 10 years worth of average movement. If we take a look here from October to the end of the year, this is the fourth quarter. Okay, a nice steady incline to the end of the year. Well, I like a nice steady incline to the end of the year. So Bixby Dillon, STX, I like it. Let's take a look at the numbers. Let's actually do a trade. Why not? Let's do a covered call with Seagate at a 100 even. There we go. Let's go to one contract. We don't want to scare anyone away with big numbers, so one contract most people can understand. Hey, I can do 2, I can do 4, I can do 10, I can do 20. One contract, let's take a look. Buy one covered call of STX. 13 December 24. That means that's when it's expiring, this Friday afternoon. 2024, that's this year. Okay. The $100 call strike. Because right now the stock's at $99.75. The closest strike price to $99.75 is going to be 100. Okay, so the 100 call strike against the stock at the market to open. So first thing in the morning, it would open up. But the break even is 96.67. So anything over 96.67, it's going to be a profit. So if the stock goes up, profit. Stock stays the exact same, profit. The stock can even go down a little bit, and we're still going to make a profit. Odds and probabilities. If the odds and probabilities are on my side, it's a yes. Okay, so here's the profit, $232.50 per contract. Okay, remember, one contract equals 100 shares. You buy 100 shares of stock to sell one contract. Now, what is that number? Well, for that, we're going to need the trusty old calculator. Bring it over here so we can all see it. Clear that. If the profit is right here, $232.50, $232.50. Okay, well, how much did I have to invest in order to get that? Well, $9,768. And that gives me a grand total of 2.3%. 2.3%. So here's the question you need to ask yourself. Question number 1, does it make sense? Question number 2, do I like this company? Seagate. If you don't know who they are, if you don't know what they do, if you're not okay with buying and holding it on for the rest of your life, don't buy it. Okay? I like to buy it. I like to get my little profit, say thank you very much, sell it. Buy it, profit, sell it. Buy it, profit, sell it. When it looks right. Now, the chart looked good. The numbers look good. 2.3%. 2.3% is probably somewhere around 115% per year. Let's check it. Well, if that's going to be the weekly, 2.3, 52 weeks in a year, 1.23. I was close. Rough. That's 123%. So 2.3% per week is 123% per year. That's doubling your money every 9 months, 10 months. All right, let's get out of that. Okay, let's get out of this. Let's go back to where we were, and next on the list, Disney. Didn't we take a look at Disney already? I think we did. No, we did not. Okay. Diddley's going to be a no. Reason being, Here's your bottom way over here at 95. She shoots up to 118. That's $23 increase. Macy's is very nice stock to trade weeklies on. That's right. Macy's is my favorite stock this year. Ford was my favorite last year. Macy's is my favorite this year. I'm kind of curious to see what's my favorite next year. We'll see. All right. No. Okay, it's getting ready to pull down. Here's your high right here. What usually happens at a high? Profit taking. Don't kid yourself. Seriously. Your bottom's here. A couple weeks ago, she shoots up. It has very nice swings. Yes, it does. Orlando, if you take a look at Macy's, go all the way back to January. Because, oh, wait a second. Orlando, you're going to like this. You guys, hold on a second. I got to show Orlando something. You guys can check it out, too. It's my splash on my page. Okay? This is 10-Minute Trader. This up top, all these little buttons here, that's on my social media. You know, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, blah, 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 blah. Here's the 3 accounts I share with you guys so you actually get to see exactly what kind of rate of return I make on a weekly basis. But just for the fun of it, are you ready, Orlando? Check this out. We're going all the way back to January, the first week of January. Okay, first week of January. Here we go. Macy's. Second week of January. Macy's. Let's do this a little quicker. Third week, Macy's. Fourth week, Macy's. Fifth week, Macy's. Sixth week, Macy's. Seventh week, Macy's. Eighth week, Macy's. Do you see where I'm going with this? Macy's was very profitable for me this year. Every week I was getting 1 to 3% every single week on Macy's. This year. So I'm at a very nice profit on Macy's this year. Okay, just wanted to show that with you really quick. Okay, next on the list, LI. Wait a second, we're looking at Disney. Oh yeah, so Disney's going to be a no. We'll put Disney down for a couple of weeks. The 114s, the 115s. Oh, hell no. Nope. Hold the phone. No. Sorry. 114.69. 115 is going to be the closest. The 115 is going for 89 cents. Yeah, no thank you. No. Okay, Disgruntled Cook. LI. Let's take a look at it. What is LI? LI Auto. Really? Okay. How often have they paid their dividend? Let's find that out. I've never heard of it. And why? Why? No dividends, damn it. What's your second favorite to trade? Kohl's. Wait a minute. It's Macy's, Kohl's, Nordstrom's, Walgreens. And what was there's a fifth one. Nordstrom's. Those are my top 5 for the year. All right. No dividends, no thank you. Okay, Disgruntled Cook, no dividends, no thank you. All right, so let's start with another list. ASO is Academy Think. Okay, don't know what that means, but alrighty. Orlando, Riot. Didn't we look at Riot? No, we looked at Riley. Okay, Riot. All right, we'll take a look at it. Give me a second. PBR, ET, STX, AMD, GOF. Okay, British Petroleum. Okay, that. MDT. That Medtronics. MDT. Coney. Always someone asks me about that piece of crap. Okay. New Jersey 78. Don't go anywhere. Sorry, you missed it. ET, Energy Transfer, no. And we already looked at KMI. Okay, Anton, we'll take a look at ET, but it's going to be a no. PBR, we already looked at that one. GOF, we already looked at that. Ulito, do you get dividends through the S&P even when it has exposure to stocks that have dividends? Okay, Julito, I have no idea what you mean by that. I mean, I've been trading for 20 years. I have no idea what you mean by that. Do I get dividends through the S&P? I don't trade the S&P, so I don't get dividends from them. User 59557 wants to take a look at Verizon. All right, Verizon. Microsoft. MSFT. All right, we'll take a look at that one. Your opinion on LI. Disgruntled Cook, my opinion on LI is going to be a no. Why was it no? Oh, yeah. No dividends. Okay? No dividends? No, thank you. Okay? Gina, we already looked at Intel today. 86, what's happening? Orlando, I like ExxonMobil also, but I'm afraid the drill baby drill by Trump can pull down oil prices and the oil companies get hurt. What's your take? Okay, well, the last administration said no more drilling. What do you think the oil companies do for a living? Well, they drill. What happens when the administration said no drilling? Well, you got a bunch of guys that are sitting on their butts doing nothing. So now that the administration comes out and say, well, start drilling, brothers. Yeah, putting guys back to work. That's what they do. They drill. They take oil out of the ground. That's what they do. I'm sure they're happy about it. Where the price is going to be of oil? Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? Okay, Microsoft. That's on the list. EPD. Ugh. Did you like that? Ugh. EPD. EPD. And then we'll take a look at it. Stag Industries. STAG. SoFi. I like it when people ask me about companies, which I know that if they really looked at the numbers, they wouldn't buy them themselves. So Simple Plains, SoFi, you fit in that category. SOFI. Being bought out by another company. Okay, Jose, please understand there's so many questions. You actually have to put the whole question all together. Because half of the question or half of the information, I have no idea what the other half of the information is. Okay, so I have no idea what that means. Being bought out by another company. Exclusive Restyling. A company tried to acquire them, then the stock skyrocketed. Oh, imagine that. SCHW. Is that Sherwin-Williams? SCHW. SCHW. We'll take a look at it. Shop. H. Shop. Now, Shop. H. I got a question for you. When I say I want 2 decades, 20 years of consistent profits, what makes you think Shop has 20 years of consistent increasing profits? SMX. This should be fun. Jeremy, how are you doing today? SMX. We'll take a look at it. Simple Pains. Nike. NKE. Okay. Stag is a monthly. Don't you guys listen to Jesus? Orlando, you're correct. But I want to be courteous to everyone. Okay? They want me to take a look at it? I'll take a look at it. I'll give them my opinion. Okay, Ronnie, Sharon. ASO started in 1938 in San Antonio. Went public in 2020. Okay, so Ronnie, let me ask you a question. If they went public in 2020, okay, do they have 20 years of consistent increasing dividends? If they've only went public in 2020, that means they're 4 years old to the public. Doesn't matter when they started. It's like, when is the first stock available for the public to buy? 2020. Well, they can't be 20 years of consistent increases in their profits if they're only 3 or 4 years old, or 3 or 4 years exposed to the stock market. Jill, ASO is awesome. Okay, if you say so, but they only have 4 years of dividends, or 3 years of dividends. How do I know that they're consistently profitable for the rest of that time frame? Amy wants to take a look at O Realty. Amy, haven't you been here long enough? Adam, you're late. What did you miss? You missed a shitload, dude. All right. Here's what you missed, Adam. You ready? This is the list of all the stocks I've already went through tonight. That's what you've missed. All that. Vicky Dillon, thanks, you're welcome. James, can you go over again how to look up the consistency of dividends on Yahoo? Well, all right. Now, for those of you that are new here and don't know, the chart here behind you is live on YouTube. So you can go to YouTube and watch this screen, because I find it hard to believe that you can actually see these little numbers on your phone or on your iPad. Okay, that's why it's live on YouTube. You can sit in front of your 80-inch screen, big screen TV and say, oh yeah, cool, I can see those. All right, so somebody wants to know, how do you look under dividends? Okay, well, first of all, your live chart on YouTube. Well, a second. Sweetie Swag, your live chart on YouTube is frozen. Is it? Okay, well, we'll have to take a look at that. Orlando, you go to Yahoo Finance, left-hand column, on the left-hand side of the screen where it says historical data. You click on historical data, okay, and it'll bring you to this page right here. First column says how much the time frame you want to look at. I like looking at the maximum amount of time frame, as far back as the computer will go. And then the very next column is historical prices. You can look at it dividends, stock splits, capital gains, or all of them combined. I just go straight to the dividends. That's all I want to see. Okay? How often have they consistently increased their dividends? All right, next, let's keep on going. Disgruntled Crook. All right, whoops. All right, user 71013598, blah, 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 blah. PBCT. I have no idea what that means. PBCT. Orlando, you're welcome. Disgruntled Cook, ARM. ARM. We'll take a look at that one. User 7101, key. That's on my list. Disgruntled Cook, we are going to look at it. Remember I asked you nicely? Only ask the question once. I do answer every single question. Richie Walsh, SMG. SMG. We'll take a look at that one also. Clorox, Twisted Philly. Johnny wants to look at Ford. The chart isn't frozen. Your face is so I can't see you talking. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right. Johnny wants to look at Ford. A couple more stocks, then I'm going to pause it again. Clorox, CLX. U.S. Steel. Oh, Sweetie Swag. Let's take a look at U.S. Steel. I actually have some U.S. Steel. I saw that big jump. That was cool. Do you have Forex account? MT4 is MT5. Imran, I don't do Forex. Sorry. TDS. Chevron. CVX. And what at MPW? All right. I'm going to hold up the questions for now. Let's breeze through these stocks and see what we have. First one on the list is going to be Riot, RIOT. No. Look at that big pullback. Big pullback today. Got a long way to go to find this one, so we're going to put Riot in for 2 weeks. Okay, Riot. No. Sorry. Next on the list, MDT. Medtronics, MDT. No. Well, wait a second. Hold the phone. Let's back it up a little bit. It looks like a no, because look at this. From here, it looks like it's 5 days or 6 days to the downside. But it's not, because it's turning around right here at the last minute. So a year ago, we're sitting at 80. shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back. We're currently at 84. Can you imagine that? A year ago it's at 40. Sorry. A year ago it's at 80. Now it's at 84. Can you imagine holding a stock all year long to make $4? Yeah, no thank you. Why do you trade Riot and not Mara? Actually, I trade both of those. All right. Up, down. Look at the last 90 days. What are we looking at? Last 90 days. Here we go. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down. It's turning right here. Friday was the bottom. Today was a little bit higher. Last 30 days. Everything looks different the last 30 days. 30 days ago was the 30-day high. Okay, takes a week and a half to find the 30-day bottom. Shoots back up, back down. Here we are right here, turning around yesterday. Yesterday was the bottom. Today's up higher. So I'm going to write MDT. MDT. Alrighty. What does it normally do this time of year? Normally, she just kind of goes nowhere. Nowhere particular. Okay? That's it. Not up, not down, just nowhere. Next, ET. Oh, wait a second. MDT 84. The 84 is no. Sorry. Okay, the reason I jumped the gun there. Sorry. $84. The 84 is going for 57 cents. No. Nope. That's not 1%. I like 1%. If I'm going to put my money on the table, if I'm going to take a risk, I want to be compensated. And I'm only looking for 1%. I don't think that's too much to ask. Just me. Next on the list, Energy Transfer. Now, I don't necessarily like Energy Transfer. Here's your high. She pulls back. She's starting to go to the downside. 18.90. The 19s are going for 12 cents. No. Okay, the numbers just don't work for Energy Transfer. Sorry. Verizon. VZ. Interesting. Okay. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, channeled sideways, jumped up, pulled back, jumped up, pulled back. 42.50. The 42.50 is going from 35 to 40. No. Sorry, the numbers just don't work. Not this week. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like Verizon, and I do trade it when everything is right. If it's not right, sorry, it's going to be a no. Okay, she's pulling back. Okay, even though she's turning right here. See, here's the bottom. Today's 180 to the upside. Okay, one more day, it would be a wonderful trade, but it's not giving me 1%. So why would I bother? Have I looked at Hog? Sweetie Swag, we have not looked at Harley Davidson yet. We'll put it on the list. Okay. Next, Microsoft, MSFT. Let's try that again. MSFT. Now, I don't trade Microsoft. It's out of my price range. I like to stay in stocks under $250. This one's $445. Okay, the 445 is going for 450. Well, you're going to get your 1%, but look where it is. It's at the high of the year. You got a couple of weeks, at least 3 weeks for this thing to pull back after it turns, because it can continue to go up. Okay, but it'll keep going up until it finds the top and then turns around and comes down. We don't know when that's going to be. EPD. Okay. It's going to be a no, only because here's your 30-day high. Look at your 30-day bottom. Look at all that space. Okay, you think profit taking is done? I don't think so. I think it's going to keep going for at least another week or two. So EPD is going to be a no for me. STAG, Stag. I remember buying Stag years ago. Okay, but nowadays I don't do monthlies anymore. SoFi. Okay, SoFi. No. Look at where it is. Here's your high. Look at all this space. There's going to be profit taking here, and that's just too risky for me. Okay, I like simple, safe, predictable, and consistent trades. Okay, this is not safe in my opinion. SCHW, is that Sherwin-Williams? Charles Schwab. Ooh, why didn't I know that one? Yeah, that's going to be a no also. Look where it is. Look at all this space. Yeah, no thank you. Next, shop. I can say no to this one right now for three reasons. Okay, one, it's not. It doesn't have 20 years of dividends. It doesn't have 20 years of profits. So that right there's a no. Another reason why it's at the high of the year. Yeah, no. I'm not even going to look. I'm not even going to write down to look at next week because it doesn't have the dividends that I'm looking for. SMX. Is that Smucker's SMX? I don't think so. SMX matters. Yeah. What the hell are you thinking, dude? That's not even $1. How can you possibly have 20 years of increased dividends on a 35-cent stock? Seriously? What the hell are you thinking? Oh, Realty. I told you I'd look at it. I looked at it. It's a no. PBCT. Okay, now the reason why it's a no, monthly. I don't do monthlies. This one right here, no. Can't even find the symbol, and it has no options. ARM. What is that? Interesting. What is ARM? ARM. Oh, Matt, what is it? It's a no. No dividends. No, thank you. I don't know what is it with people. Disgruntled cook. Okay? I see your name attached to this thing. ARM. No dividends. Okay, you're actually on a channel that says right at the top, dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Why would you give me a stock to look at that has no dividends? It boggles my mind. Next on the list, KeyBank, KEY. Let's try this. KEY. Okay. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the movement. Up, sideways, up, and then down. 1882, the 19s are going for 9 cents. Yep. Nope. SMG. No. Ford. Gotta love Ford. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Look at where it is now. Look at the last 4 months. Just channeling sideways. It looks beautiful. And look at the movement right here. Okay. A year ago, we're at 1101. Top of the year is 1483. The bottom is right around 950. Look at the last 4 months. Isn't that lovely? Now, I'm not saying lovely as in a speculator. I like to buy it and hold it forever. No. It's channeling. Look at it. It's just staying within this, from 1140 to 1020. So 1040 to 1140. Look at it. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now it's going to the upside. 2 days to the upside. Like a perfect invitation to jump on in. Get comfortable. Sit up for the ride. 30 days ago. Look at that movement. 30 days, down, up. Here's your 30-day high. Here's your 30-day bottom. 2 days to the upside. Perfect time to jump on in. Whoops. Orlando. Hold tight, Orlando. I'll get to that question in a second. Okay, here's your 30-day bottom. What usually happens on a 30-day bottom? Well, stocks have a tendency to go back up. 1062, the 1050s are going for 20 cents, but I'm losing 12 cents right off the top. That's going to be a no. The numbers don't. The chart looks great. Numbers not so much. Okay, I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Okay, Ford, even though the chart is telling me yes, the numbers are telling me no. I mean, I could put the order in and look to grab 1%. Could I make it? Yeah. Will I? Probably not. I'll just probably end up tying up my money for a short period of time. Next on the list, CLX, Clorox. Now, Clorox has been in business for over 100 years. Seriously, over 100. Okay, hold on. Orlando. Seems many of your viewers are very elementary when it comes to trading. They need to learn the stock market system. Yes, Orlando, I agree with that. But there's a lot of people who've never been exposed to it. At least not in the detail which I give. I make it as simple as possible. I mean, the trading strategy I'm showing here was created for my 9-year-old daughter. 9 years old, and she got it. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Adults have a tendency to make things so freaking confusing. If it's a good company, you probably know it. Home Depot, Lowe's, Ford, General Motors, IBM, AT&T, Chevron, Mobil, Exxon. Companies that have been in business for 100 years. Okay, we all know who they are. We grew up with these names. Okay, anyway. Don't get me started. Clorox. We had that white bottle with the blue and red tag on it. All right, Clorox. Let's take a look. Here's the high of the year. Here's the bottom. That's where it was. This is where it is. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Simple. Simple. Easy. Okay, a year ago, we're sitting at 140. Hold on, 167. We're looking at the 167.50s. Okay, that's a big spread. I hate the spreads this big. Between 10 cents and $2.85. Well, your 1% is in there. I hate it when they get such a wide spread. Because when the market's open, it's like a 3-cent spread. 3 cents. And then they blow it out of proportion here. It makes it challenging for us to figure out, is it going to be a good trade tomorrow? All right. A year ago, 141, shoots up, pulls back. Here's the bottom of the year, right towards the end of May, and that is right on a 127.20. Look at, we got a triple top. Look at the last 90 days. I hate when that happens. The last 30 days. Here we go. Okay, this is going to be a little awkward, okay? 30 days ago, there's our bottom. 3 weeks ago, there's a top. She was up, down. She's coming down. But is she? I don't know. Today was an up day. A little confusing. When it gets confusing like this, I just bypass them. Okay, it's not worth it trying to figure out what's going on because it's not really clear. The 167.78s, the 167.50s are going for, between 10 cents and 285. Somewhere in the middle. All right, next. U.S. Steel. Ooh, I like U.S. Steel. Okay, I actually bought me some U.S. Steel. All right. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, sideways, and a drop. Made the bottom. We're currently at $39.50. The 39.50s are going for $1.64. Okay, $39 stock. $40 stock. $1.66. That's over 4%. Do you understand what 4% a week is? ExxonMobil. Well, have you heard of them? Well, you should. They've been in business for over 100 years. Okay, they've been on television for decades, as far as I can remember. But this particular trade right here, buying it at the money right here at $39.50, selling it to someone else for the exact same price you paid for it, $39.50, you get to collect $1.64. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but let's do some creative math. Okay, if $1.64 is your profit, right? Well, how much does the stock cost? Well, the stock only $39.50. So we divide it by $39.50, and that comes to a grand total of 4.15% for 1 week. Not even 1 week, for 4 days. Because Monday already passed. So if we can buy it at $39.50 in the morning, sell the $39.50s and pick up $1.64, that's 4.1%. Well, I like 4.1%. And yes, I do own some U.S. Steel. All right, next on the list, TDS. Telephone and data. Nope. Monthly. Nope. CVX. Chevron. I like Chevron. Interesting. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, 157.49. The 157.50s, 125 to 138. We can all say it in unison. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Hell no. Okay? The numbers just don't work. Now, I like CVX. I have bought Chevron this year. I bought it. I made my profit. I sold it. Why hold on to it? I don't get attached to any stocks. I got about 300. I put them in a what do you call it? In a Rolodex, a revolving door. You know, take it, take my profit, get rid of it. Take it, get my profit, get rid of it. 1% every week. It's, it takes 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, is 10 to 15 minutes worth 50% of whatever your portfolio is? If you got 100,000 in your portfolio, well, 50% of that is 50 grand. For 5 or 10 minutes a day, think about it. 5 or 10 minutes a day equals 50% of whatever your account is. It could. Now, most people are going to lose money because they hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button twice today. All right, next on the list, Chevron. Oh, we get 2 more to go. MPW. Now, I do have some MPW, just to let you know. Here's the high, got a double high. Here's the bottom. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Down, up, sideways. Spikes up, drops down. We're at 421. The 450s are going for 1 cent. Hell no. The numbers just don't work. Sorry. Last on the list, Harley Davidson. Now, I do have some Harley Davidson. I currently don't like the position at the moment, but let's take a look at the numbers. The high, 44. The bottom, where is it? Way back here. A year ago, 31. 31.26 is the bottom. Okay, that was back mid-December last year. We got a double top at 44. That was in the end of March. The last 90 days. Here you go, last 90 days. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? I have an open order right now. Trying to get rid of all the ones I have. Okay, this is the 90 days. The high, the low. The last 30 days. The last 30 days gives you a little bit better idea what's going on. Okay? She drops, retraces, drops, retraces. Okay, we're at 33.55. I can buy it at 33.95. Yikes, I better take a look at my positions. That's getting close. So the 34s are going for 20 cents. Not quite 1%. Now, I already own it, but if I didn't own it, I would pass because the numbers don't work. Not this week anyway. All right, so that's everything on the list now. Let's take some more questions. And we only have 17. Oh, cool. Jose, what was for Hershey's? Yep, I already did Hershey's. Procter & Gamble. Okay, Hershey's. User 7101, Procter & Gamble. Oh, it's going to be a no, but let's take a look why. The high was last week. The bottom was last year. Nice movement. Pulls back, shoots up, pulls back again. 170. It's going for 161. I'm losing 80 cents on that. No. Numbers just don't work. Sorry. Anyway. Okay, Metal Media. Okay. These numbers here, you may or may not be able to see them. The screen here behind me, just the screen, not me standing in front of it. Just the screen is live on YouTube. Makes it easier for you to see. Okay. Exclusive restyling. Wells Fargo. WFC. I love Wells Fargo. Can't see them. UPS and Devon. Cookie Monster back again. Cool beans. UPS. I like UPS. Devon Energy. Love Devon Energy. DVN. Gale, Walgreens. Did we take a look at Walgreens yet? WBA? I think we did. I don't know. We'll look at it again. WBA. Brian, Advanced Auto Parts. Okay. Advanced Auto Parts. Kent, TCNF. What the heck is that? TCNNF. Oh, really? A cannabis stock? No options, no thank you. Oh, I see, sorry. Can you please explain why the gap between low volume and high price means profit taken about to occur? Okay, Metal Media, you actually got to give me a stock symbol to take a look at. Can you please explain why the gap between low volume and high price means profit taken? That doesn't mean that at all, okay? When I say profit taking, okay, this is just my opinion, okay? All this is my opinion. You guys are responsible to do your own research. What I'm saying as an investor, if I see a bottom here at $9 and it jumps up to $11.25, $9 to $11.25 is $2.25. Now I know $2.25 doesn't sound like a lot to you, but that's over 20%. Okay, from here to here, that's a 20% increase. 20%, and that's 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. If you honestly think people like me not going to take profits at a 20% increase, you're sadly mistaken. Seriously, you are. I'm looking for a 1% on a weekly basis. This has 20% in 2 weeks. What makes you think I would not jump in here, get the hell out, and take my profits? Because once it goes up, it hits here. Okay, if it was worth more, it would continue to go up. So why did it go down? Seriously, that's a serious question. If it hit $11.25 and it didn't go to $11.50, didn't go to $11.60, it stopped here and it went down. Why? Other than profit taking, why do you think? Seriously. Okay? Profit taking. Now it's really cheap. It's at $8. Well, it just went from $11.25 to $8. That's a $3 drop. That's a 25% decrease. Well, maybe a little bit more. $11.25 to $8. That's a 25% increase, somewhere in that area. Yeah, big drop. People are going to buy it. What happens when people buy it? It goes up. What happens when it gets up high enough? Well, profit taking. However you want to look at it. Accumulation, retracement. Accumulation, retracement. People buying, people selling. People buying, people selling. Whatever label you want to put on it. I like profit taking. It sounds positive. It sounds peppy. It sounds nice. It sounds like what I want. I want profits. That's what I'm here for. Let's go through the rest of these questions. We got 9 minutes left. Holy cow. You need a buzzer like Kramer to keep from having to say no over and over again. Yeah. You know what? I'm looking at... there is a podcasting, what do you call that thing? A little panel that plugs into your computer and has 6 or 8. Some of them have 6, some of them have 8, some of them have 10, some of them have 12. You just press a button. That's exactly what it does. It's like, that's a no. What the hell were you thinking? But wait, it gets with all the good sayings. Like, what the hell are you thinking? I get a good one in there. Okay. So, Metal Media, I'm not quite sure if you understand that. Okay? When the stock goes up from a bottom to a high, okay, you're seeing going up, $2. $2 is not a lot. But $2 on an $8, $2 on an $8 stock is a 25% increase. Who the hell gets 25% in 2 days? Okay, if you buy it here, okay, because that's the bottom. You make the most money buying at the bottom, selling at the top. Well, the bottom's right here, $8. You buy it at $8, she shoots up to $10.75. That is over 25%. There's an old saying, if you don't take your profits, don't be surprised if somebody takes them away from you. Because it was at 8, it shot up to 10 and a quarter, 10.50, and it dropped back down to 8.50. They go up, they go down. Profit taking, accumulation, whatever you want to call it. Poseidon's Last Molar, how are you today? Jasmine, Starbuckies, huh? Not quite done. I got 5 more stocks to look at. Wait a minute. Wait. I don't have time to look at anything else. Chama Sexy. It's been a while since you've been here. Just a noob trader. You have a question? Let's hear it. Starbucks. Hold on. Thank you, great teacher. Thank you. VLO. Sandy, we'll take a look at VLO tomorrow. Okay, I'm on at 9 p.m. and I go to 11:30. It's 11:23. I always get to every single questions. Okay, so I'm trying to get to all the questions before I sign out. So, Metal Media, I mentioned, well, the reason why I mentioned it on a few stocks, because when a stock goes from $9 to $11, that's a $3 increase. $3 on a $9 stock is 30%. Actually, it's 33%. Think about it. If the stock moves, if you buy something and it jumps from $9 to $11.25 in 2.5 weeks, if you don't take that profit, don't be surprised if it drops and takes it away from you. A profit is not a profit until you take it. Set a number in your head. For me, it's 1%. Simple, easy. Get in, get out. Thank you very much. Get in, get out. Get in, get out. Okay? I share this with everybody because I have a lot of people asking questions. Okay? Take a look. Oops. Okay. Week number 1. See the numbers right here? Week number 1, 2.12%. Week number 2, 1.3. Week number 3, 0.85. Now, I don't always make 1%, but on average, it is 1% or more. Okay, 0.85. Week 4, 0.9. Week 5, 1.03. Week 6, 1.06. Week 7, 1.9. Week 8, 2.03. Week 9, 2.32. Week 10, 4.63. So on and so forth. All the numbers are there. Metal Media, yes, I get it. And I'm getting familiar with Thinkorswim. So I noticed the patterns with bottom bar charts. Oh, that's just the volume. Yeah. I don't really pay too much attention to the volume because if a stock is cheap, people are going to buy it. If the stock is expensive, people are going to sell it and take their profits. Let's get out of here. It's too bright. All right. Okay, Jasmine, I write Starbucks down for tomorrow. SBUX. And we'll finish up with that list tomorrow. Yeah. What's that? VA. No, it's YA. Yeah. First time watching you. Well, thank you very much. Volume bar chart line. Yep. Yeah, I know that. Thank you. You're welcome, Sandy. First time watching. Cool beans. I still have a lot to learn. Yeah, not a problem. I'm here every single night, 9 p.m. until 11:30. Okay, we got 4 more minutes. We all done with the questions. Holy shit, I've got all the questions done. See, I told you. I answer every question. I really appreciate it when you guys only ask the question once. It allows me to go, the flow to go a lot quicker. All right, so we got a couple more stocks. Let's see what we can get done first. Thank you. You're welcome. Wells Fargo, WFC. I love Wells Fargo, but not this week. Take a look. Here's the high. Look at all this space. I love Wells Fargo. They've been in business for over 100 years. Over 100. They've got to be doing something right. All right, next on the list, UPS. Ooh, look at that. Okay, a nice bottom. You're going to make most of your money buying low. Okay, right now it's pretty low. The high of the year, 164, drops down to, 123? Comes back up, goes sideways. I want to see what's happening right here. Okay, the high of the year, 163.82. The last 90 days. Take a look at that. 90 days ago, we're at 126. Shoots up to 144, drops back down to 126. Let's take a look at that last 30 days. Have you already done Intel? Yes, we already done Intel. And I actually own some Intel. Okay, so here's the last 30 days for UPS. UPS is 133, shoots up to 139, drops. Yesterday was the 30-day bottom. Today's 1 day to the upside. I love 2 days to the upside. 2 days. 128.60 to 129s, 103 to 138. You possibly can get your 1% there. So I'm going to write UPS down. UPS. Alrighty. Next on the list, Devon Energy, DVN. This will be the last one of the evening. DVN, look at it, it's bouncing off this bottom down here. Here's your high, here's your low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, 35.61. The 35.50s are going for 41 cents. We take 11 cents off of there, because if we sell it at 35.50, we're losing 11 cents. Once you take 11 cents off of this 41, you're down to 30 cents. 30 cents on a $45 stock. That's a no. Now, I like Devon Energy. I like it better when the numbers work in my favor. They're not working in my favor here. So it's going to be a no, regardless of what's happening here. Okay? 30-day bottom was yesterday. Here's your top. Here's your bottom. Usually bounces off. Now, if it does keep on going up, great. But it's not giving me my 1%. So that's a no. And it's also, thank you for joining me this evening. We are done. Are you doing option calls? Jasmine, yes, I am. Dividend Stock Talk, using pre-qualified dividend stocks to do a covered call for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. So, Jasmine, I want to apologize that I didn't get to the stocks you wanted me to take a look at. Now, I'm here every night, 9 p.m. to 11:30. Okay, if you want to show up tomorrow night, I'll be more than glad to answer any questions you got. You'll join tomorrow, cool beans. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And tomorrow, your stock that you wanted to look at is pretty close to the top. I think it's number 4 on the list. So your stock that you want to look at will be the 4th one we look at tomorrow night. But thanks for stopping by. You guys have a great night. I'm out of here. All y'all have a good night. And now, the end is near. Yes, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, for which I'm certain.